Okay. See if this will help anything. Hmm. Looks a bit smoother. Okay, so been a while. I have been looking for a second job. I have a job, but I work like fucking barely 5 to 8 hours a week. So still looking for another job. Now granted, I'm barely paying for my stuff, but you know what? It's something. It is something. Ugh. Anyway, 2.3. I haven't done the story at all yet. Kind of slacking off on it, but I'm back to catch up.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
I actually, so I did a little bit of rolling, and
You know,
I did get
I
seed.
really like your scent.
So I did get her. Now, do I really care about her? Well, we didn't really see her, but I do want Orphe. Now, granted, I already did a summon. Yeah, so yeah. Quite honestly, I would love an M3 Evelyn, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I still don't got money. All right, that shit's going towards my payments, but still. I'm hoping, so I do have a little bit built up, so hopefully that is enough to, for her engine. It looks nice, nothing too serious, but it looks nice. Same thing for Evelyn. I mean, I already have Evelyn, so it doesn't really matter. But Orphe, I would really love Orphe. Just really like her design. Nothing aside from that, but. Let's just do the actual story, and hopefully it's good. I have been disappointed with most of 2.0, but I'm hoping this is an improvement. Although I will say 2.2 was actually better than I thought. Still not great, but it was better. Okay. Tell me to turn and walk away. Perfect timing. About bad timing. The mayor sent a message earlier, gave me a call when both of you siblings were together. An official message from the mayor usually means something big is about to happen. Should we contact him right away? Sure. Man, I don't like the mayor. He is such like a just nothing burger. Actually just useless. Here's the mission. For a few seconds whispering, white noise, a familiar image in the voice emerge.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well. The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Waifei Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
Isn't the spreading miasma more worrying than the air quality itself? Do you have any plans to address it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic. But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the dangers still posed by the Exaltists. Miasma is a natural byproduct within the Hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether, producing even more powerful ethereals and sacrifices.
I don't know if y'all can hear that. Jesus fucking Christ, my neighbors are loud. Fucking hell. Look, I like working out too, but come on now. What the fuck? Shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh. Oh, I don't like that. I don't. Oh, Oh shit. Oh, I don't know if I got it. I don't know if I got it. Oh, there was a fucking spider. Motherfucker. I don't know where it went. I do not know where it went. Holy shit. Kind of scared, but you know what? We're gonna go through it. I don't. Like the fan of my room is like blowing, so like it's blowing on my hairs on my body. So I don't know if it's like just the wind or if it's something else. I don't like that. No. Okay. No, you know what? We're pulling through. We're pulling through. If I don't see it, it's not there. Okay. Blah, 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 bullshit from the mayor. Do something for once. Okay.
That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon. But the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
It's all because of the Exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices. And now miasma is spreading rampantly within the Hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the Exaltists' plan to seize control of Yfei Peninsula to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the Exaltists' influence in the region.
Okay, yeah.
But the Exaltist actions are still harming the people of Yfei Peninsula, and the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign of letting up.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived. Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer Ferox secretly allied with the Exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Yfei Peninsula's citizens and businesses. I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Yfei Peninsula have been significantly restricted. But investigations and operations by the city government in Yfei Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in.
Okay.
A defense force unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Yfei Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the Exaltist threat.
The Defense Force wasn't involved with the issues in Yfei Peninsula before, so why'd they show up now?
Yfei Peninsula is a key porcelain production area after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting the city, everyone is eager to claim a bigger share of the wealth and influence it provides. Major General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal relationship with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro, and the two often work together.
Okay.
With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Yfei Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
Sounds like a power game between TOPS and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this opportunity to take out the Exaltist remnants?
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their
I'm
most
still not,
legitimate reason for
I could
moving to
understand
Yfei
what they
Peninsula.
wanted to do with the mayor.
Of course, I don't
think
Lorenz
that
is
it's,
only there
man,
to dutifully
I love
protect
this
the
game,
city.
but there's so
But
many
with
decisions where I'm
Porcelumex
like,
and the Defense Force already muddying the
like,
waters,
you could have done
a
better.
heavy-handed
You
move
could
by
have
the
done better.
municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunquay Summit can act directly this time. But for you, Phaethon,
Yes, Phaethon, a legend among proxies, an outlaw of the underground, the last disciple of a secret research institute, Mayor Mayflower's wondrous right hand, the one who saved the Void Hunter from the brink of collapse. It's my time to shine again, right?
to be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. it's time for the protagonist to take the stage. I spotted the name Oval Squad on the Defense Forces unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support. Their commanding officer this time is Miss Isolda, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists in Porcelumex. I assume you're already well acquainted with her.
So, we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists as proxies working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as Special Holotech Advisors and the Mayor's Special Envoy for military operations during your visit with the Defense Force.
That makes sense.
Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult to remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
Shut up.
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission, but we still didn't make any real headway.
There's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolda in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolda and Oval Squad. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
Cool. Yeah. Taking down the Exalted, the Defense Force looks like this job. Taking down the Exalted, the Defense Force looks like the job will be easy. Hope we don't run into any trouble. But hey, we get to team up with the Oval Squad again. Soldier Elementary will be happy to see you too. Right, boys? Damn right. Of course, a couple of new acquaintances we've crossed paths with before heading out. Maybe we should let Shifu and the others know. Alright. Yeah, as I've been saying, I know what they're trying to do with the mayor. I don't think it just feels like, we just have protection now. Right? It's like, nothing we do is like, we don't gotta be secretive much anymore. But, okay. Expecting you wise, don't give me that. Shifu is all-knowing look, handling you and can't because the mayor. You see, this is the kind of stuff where I'm just like, It doesn't feel like there's as many stakes now. But maybe that's just me. I also think like the writing recently hasn't helped. But again, 2.0 was disappointing, but afterwards it gotten better, but it's still not great. But anyway, it seems that really is why you're here. Kisame is on good terms with the mayor, so we can't get directly involved in Defense Force affairs, which means I have no choice but to send my talented student. Your disciple. Shaming the sect is the least of your worries. The Exalters play dirty, and the Defense Force throws its weight around. You're neither skilled nor strong enough to deal with either of them alone. You know, that's the other thing. I think that's the other thing I fucking hate. Get the fuck out the way. It's actually pissing me off. Like, unless, like, look, you know what would be great? It's like, obviously, they're training, right? Supposedly. You know what would be great? What if we get them as an agent? The proxies as an agent. But, you know, let's start off small, right? Let's start off, you know, let's do like a free agent where, like, hey, you know, you can only raise them up to level fucking 10 or 20. But as the story goes on, you know, they get stronger, right? Maybe the kit changes, maybe their skills change, difference in animations, maybe when you first get them, you know, it's still a little rough, but, you know, as time goes on, they get better. Or something like that. I just hate what they're doing with the proxies right now. Anyways, man. Alright, so until is going anywhere, get a good night's rest. Rest here tonight and go take care of what you need. Remember, if you get into any trouble out there, just give them your Shifu's name. Alright. You carefully calibrate the HDD device in Suyan Temple's inner chamber, then spend some time chatting with your senior brothers and sisters before you realize it. Night has already fallen. Okay. The Defense Force sent word we're meeting up with the Oval Squad tomorrow morning. The coordinates are in the Lemnian Hollow. We're meeting in the Hollow. That's right, the Defense Force wants us to link the Oval Squad during the operation. Afterward, we're to return to their base together. Supposedly, it's meant to help us work more smoothly with the Oval Squad and to test our capabilities as the Mayor's special envoys. I spent the whole afternoon tuning with the HDD systems. It's pretty much done. You should take it easy and rest up for tomorrow's operation. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. In major. Here we go.
The Hollow hit City Center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup. Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup.
Fall back, Orpheus.
Fall back. No. No. We have to kill it. Whatever it takes.
What the fuck? They get that
Get
big?
back! I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone. We can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back!
So, is this the end? Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything. I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus?
Captain Mag.
Nagus. Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
So,
Right.
were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Meta School to enlist, Orphe.
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty. And stop eavesdropping on me.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus. I swear I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still,
Girl
it's
failure.
strange.
Alright, I'm more
I
interested
actually
now.
overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. It feels like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Okay. I will say, it's not much, and I'm grasping at straws. Captain Magus, squad member Orphe, I've been waiting here for you. I will say one thing I do like that I just saw right now. I do like how they are a little bit Yunquei Summit and for the defense for how there is a little bit intersection there. That's a good thing. I like that. I think that shows that like, hey, we like this world is more involved. I don't think we got that as much before, in a sense, right? It didn't like everyone felt separate, but this makes it the world feel both close knit but also big. Plus, I guess it would make sense for Yunquei and the Defense Force to have some sort of like connection, so I do like that. Anyway, left a sniper to wait here all alone. That's not how an assault trooper should operate, Orphe. But you were the one who woke up late. I told you that was a necessary system check and maintenance. Now, getting into position early to cover their squad mate is part of a sniper shot too, isn't it? Let's head to the operation briefing before the colonel scolds everyone in Oval Squad for being late. Oh, we actually get to be... Nice. Nice. So here's what seed senior was it? Oval Squad assemble, salute, Captain Magus. Even after all the time, Soldier 11 has remained disciplined and focused. That's what you call a model soldier. Aren't I a model soldier? Aren't I a model? Aren't I a model soldier? Good enough. You, Seed, you're a soldier too? If you joined the scout, Seed, you'd definitely be an honor scout. I feel like there's a memory somewhere in my past, something about being in the scouts. If I weren't busy taking care of Seed Senior, I'd absolutely be an honor member. And then we got 12 or 13 push-ups worth of time before we're late, before the operation briefing, depending on whether we're doing them one-headed or two. Let's hurry to the operation briefing or we'll be punished as problem squad members before we ever get the chance to become honored ones. Okay. You so late, my beloved. I just realized where we are. Oh, my beloved, how are you? God damn. Alright. The members of Oval Squad gather around the command table.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltus stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltus communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Oval.
Christ.
The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations.
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Oval Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Hey.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Oval Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
Alright, let's get to it. Let's get cooking.
The Exaltists have long plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. Oval Squad, gear up and get ready!
Okay, that's kind of hype.
Oval Squad reporting in. We are at the target hollow.
Okay, alright, okay. Okay, I'll give you your flowers, ZZ. Okay, that was kind of hype. That was kind of a hype beginning. Okay. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. Orpheus and Megs are off-field. They can unleash different aftershock attacks based on their energy and recover bottled heat. Energy based on their energy and recover bottled heat. With sufficient bottled heat, hold that to unleash a special EX attack, decharge, granting the whole squad 0 to in effect, which boosts their abilities. Huh.
Blitz Squad in position.
Aegis Squad, report to position. Repeat copy.
Aegis reporting in.
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad 3 o'clock.
Ready. Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Must be someone pretty important to think that Oval Squad handling the payroll.
You're very powerful, but also a very nice person.
So what sort of person are they exactly?
Save the chit-chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the battle. The envoy and Headswell are inside the building.
At first I wasn't...
Harder to burn! By the way, why are we meeting inside the hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know her partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them. At least, that's what Colonel Isolde said.
A little fixed, though. Yeah, it's okay. The audio is better. Okay, that's a dub.
Really? I just hope the captain doesn't end up chewing out the envoy later.
Oh. At the beginning when the battle first started, I was kind of thinking like, Orpheus kind of like floaty. I'm not really a fan of stuff like that, but you know what? After actually, trying her out a bit right now, I actually really like how she feels, right? I don't know about y'all, but depending on how an agent plays, depends on how much I like them. So for example, Ellen, it's like one factor, like mostly how I use them. So like Ellen, So when Ellen came out and you got to use her and all the other stuff, right? I actually
Scouting? All clear.
Okay, that's cute. But Ellen, like, I wasn't a fan of her actual moveset. I wasn't a fan of how like she moved, right, and how it felt. I just didn't really fuck with it. And I thought it was gonna be the same with Morphe. I'm like, oh, I guess maybe I don't need her, but I do like her character so far, at least. But you know what? After doing a little bit, I like how she moves. I like how she feels. It doesn't feel as floaty as I thought. Right. There is like a nice, slight little snap to it that I like. I keep saying snap when describing characters, but I don't know how else to describe it. To describe like what I feel with certain characters and how they play. Like Anton's gameplay. Like, I like the character. I like Anton, but I don't like his gameplay. But I feel like that's kind of universal. But who else? I guess Shifu. Like, for her, I also like, she's good, and I have been getting used to her. But it's still like, it doesn't feel like I'm hitting the enemy hard. It doesn't feel like I'm doing damage, even though I am like tearing through them, right? But just like the feel and the animations of it. But so far, honestly, after playing with her a little more so you can move right here, I'm really liking it. Anyway, let's get to it. And that intro, that was a fire-ass intro. That was great. Here we go.
We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolde's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations, as well as the...
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
Hey everyone, forget the titles. Why don't you all just call me Proxy?
So this is the amazing Mr. Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Phaethon they mentioned, right?
Trigger was definitely talking about the renowned Mr. Phaethon.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned. For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Obel Squad. I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to admit, that sounds pretty cool.
She's very cute.
I've heard
I'm liking her a
stories of your
lot. And I'm
accomplishments,
liking Magus's
but don't mistake that
personality.
for me seeing you as a hero. Everyone walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with Obel's mission or violate the Defense Force's principles. Otherwise...
Sure. Yep.
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
I hope so.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by Exaltists.
They gotta get rid of those choices. Come on, it's the same shit.
If you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation. As an expert Hollow guide, or a proxy, Phaethon will use the current map intel and Hollow data to chart the most efficient route for us, Obel Squad. At the same time, we'll provide cover for Phaethon as the proxy collects hollow data and monitors the changes and activity of the miasma.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
You know what? She has a point
Captain
there.
Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger and Soldier 11.
Do we though? Do we? I don't know about that. You're kind of reaching with that. Hey, look, I'm just saying they always have to. You know what I mean, they always have to get saved. Sadly. There we go. Goodbye, Mr. Bot. Anyway.
Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy.
Sure.
I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any objections, that wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
You know, I'm with her on this. She does have a point. Being concerned. Oh. There you are. How are
There are
y'all?
more enemies than we expected.
Agent Squad, report your
You know what I think it was?
Agent Squad, coming!
There we go.
Oh no. Still no response.
What?
The enemy reinforcements just keep coming! Oh, wait.
Agent Squad, do you copy?
Enemy reinforcements spotted and northwest!
Agent Squad.
Speed in the others could be okay, right?
The fastest way to restore combat is to table the nearby generators.
Counter! Feels like the miasma around us is getting thicker.
There we go.
We're circling right above the enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target.
Let's see. After a basic attack, force hand, dodge counter to assist or assist follow up, hold or press the attack, activate falling operator with sufficient seal charge, press basic attack after a falling pedal flip, blah 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 blah. I'll
Aegis
figure
squad
it
has
out.
reached the LZ. Swift squad, you copy. Comms seem to be jammed. Is Seat's comm system still working?
No, the speaker's all buzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first, then regroup with the captain ASAP. I wonder if the proxy, the envoy and the captain have met up.
The area's all clear now. All those annoying pests.
Okay, they still need to work on
Come in, Blitz squad. Do you copy?
Seems that annoying signal interference is still floating around in the air.
And a waiting for the enemy control room is just ahead. It's packed with communications gear.
Okay, so they still have to fix that. That's still something that I think that they haven't gotten better at. Okay. Looking audio, combat, finishing. Man, because combat, like, it's not hard. The game isn't that hard. On this shammer switch, I'll turn it off. As the switch flips down, the hum of a machine somewhere at the comms room.
Agent Squad, come in!
Agents reporting in! We read you loud and clear, Captain!
We just shut down the enemy's jamming room. Yeah, you're cornered.
ether transmission terminal inside the control room.
Roger. New objective. Shut down the ether transmission system. Maybe it's better.
The target's exposed.
Kills on me and Team Senior. Let's use this place right in your fight code.
There we go. Okay. I'm just trying to see how this thing is controlled. So it's just one big... Okay, so obviously... You know what, I'm not gonna think too much about it. So it is working. Okay. Ether transmission device, blah blah blah. Successful decryption /C from Seed Senior's data port, and the once turbulent ether in the transmission seed still grows still.
Remote support.
Ah!
In position.
Ooh.
The ether transmission system has been shut down.
Great. That cuts off the supply of miasma.
Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
Roger. Aegis Squad has successfully secured a data copy from the control room.
Hey.
Excellent. That about does it for our recon objectives. Meet up at the target location.
Those things look like coffins. They're kind of creepy.
What's a coffin?
It's a thing where people are laid to rest.
Laid to rest? Oh, you mean like Seed Senior?
Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, I'll say, you know what, I'm gonna give, I haven't done this in a good while. Let's give ZZZ some compliment. I'm liking how they're setting things up. The different angles, everything going on at the same time. Keep it up. There's an ether research device built by Porcelumix. Alice calls it Obscuro. Obscuro, that was in the report we handed over to Captain Solde. Are these regular ether research equipment? I doubt it's that simple. Anything tied to the Exalted is bound to be suspicious. I found something ominous too. Are you saying the Defense Force has some information on it? You'll get the intel when you need to know. For now, let's keep moving. What a difficult person to work with. Don't be discouraged, Mr. Special Envoy. I've been around the captain for a while now and still think keep moving. Alright. Oh, hey, how you doing?
There's an unusual silence in
What's the
the
dog
air.
doing? I got no idea. We are just here. I don't have work until 5 later today, so I thought why not. Okay, baby workbench. See. Man, I'm still not a fan of these. I feel like they're kind of useless.
The unknown device. Now analyzing. Network communication structure detected.
These devices are
What time is it for me? It is currently
a larger equipment array.
10:30 a.m. Or at least, yeah, pretty much.
Cracking part of the data.
10:30 a.m.
Locate the other
I woke
devices.
up at around 5 o'clock, but my shifts don't start until 5 in the afternoon.
You're amazing,
So, yeah. I'm pretty much, it's kind of bored if I'm being honest, but yeah.
Hey, come on. I'm a professional. I have standards.
Communication structure analysis. 50%.
10:30 a.m. It's 11 p.m. Damn, where the hell you live? I'm guessing somewhere on the other side of the world. But yeah, not 10:30 a.m. here. Like I said, I don't go to school, but I do have a job. But my shift don't start until later today. So yeah. Asia? Ooh. Nice. Yeah, you know, yeah, I think about it, yeah, that does make sense, because, like, who else is even, like, well, I mean, let me see. I think, like, the only other place I can think of is, like, Australia, but, yeah, Asia makes sense, too. Like, oh, shit. Ah, there we go. Isa. I see you're at the comment, Isa. Alright. Go and... Wow, that's it. Okay. That is so lame. Man, you know, at points I miss TV mode, and other points I don't miss it because TV mode was still ass most of the time. It was good at times and then ass other times. It's such a I know it's a controversial thing, but man, I don't know. I don't know if I like something as much. Oh well. Let's see.
Those are ether reactors made by Porcelumex. To be honest, they look pretty ominous.
Porcelumex? That's the company working with the Exaltists, right?
Yes.
Not everyone in the company is bad. Hopefully.
I don't know.
Even if they're not all bad, Flemmy still played a part in this.
That may be true. But most ordinary employees were probably acting under pressure or coercion, right?
I don't know.
And what about you? Were you forced or pressured into becoming a proxy?
Okay, alright, she got him. She got us. Have I played Silksong yet? I have not played Silksong yet. Since my last stream, I actually just finished, of course, the first Hollow Knight. Alright, I beat it before, but I got one of the different endings, but I got the true ending. But I haven't played Silksong yet. I want to play it, for sure. I heard pretty much everything about it. Now, thankfully, I have not been spoiled at all. I haven't seen any, like, major spoilers. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything at all for Silksong. Thankfully, I want to go in completely blind, which is, you know, how I went in with the first Hollow Knight, mostly. Like, I knew about the Radiance or whatever and some other stuff, but I went in mostly blind. Silksong, I don't know shit. All I know is that you can miss, like, Act 3 or whatever. But, yeah. He's not silking his song. Well, you know, you gotta give it time. Plus, quite honestly, can't really afford it right now. But, you know, I definitely do want to play it. For sure. Yes, Captain Magus?
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
The mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
And thanks to the envoy for all his hard work, too.
You all carried the operation. I was just doing my duty.
Alright. There we go.
See, don't go darting too far ahead, okay?
Alright. Let's get it.
Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
Complete the Path of Pain before Silk Song. You would need. Oh, I did the Path of Pain. I did the Path of Pain. Do not worry. I went through that shit, and man, I fucking that was such a bitch, right? Like the thing is like just I don't want to talk about like I spent like I don't even know how long I spent the Path of Pain on, but I did it. I did the Path of Pain. I heard about it. How many hours? It actually didn't take me like that many hours. I think maybe 2 or about 2 hours. I think is what. Like I think it was closer to 3 now that I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to remember. But I did do the Path of Pain. And man, that was something. That was definitely something. A lot of trial, a lot of failure. And I will admit, I will plead guilty. I may have looked how to do a certain areas. All right, I will admit, but I still had to do it. Okay, I still had to do it. 2 hours took you around 3. But I think it was closer to 3. I can't remember, but I don't remember it taking me that long. Right? Like I finished it, like I remember doing it and then like going around doing something else. I forgot what exactly. Yeah. I think I did it like a couple of months ago, the Path of Pain. I think it was around like March-ish is when I did it, and it was only like a few weeks ago where I finished where I got the true ending. But yeah.
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcelumex inspection.
I remember. Seed
I'm not
Senior
sure
says
you
he
do.
remembers too. Shh, he's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself. But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting. Well, to be honest,
I will say,
it was
something I did
Soldier
hear about
11
Silk
who
Song
told
is that
Seed Senior
it
first.
is much harder than the
And
first
Seed Senior
one,
told me.
which actually does excite me. That actually makes me excited. All right, I do like a good challenge, even if it pisses me off. I do like a nice challenge. So if it is harder, you know what? I'm all for it. All for it.
Seed Senior. Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct, totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs. You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite knowledgeable in this field. Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Nope, dropped out.
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Called it.
Sounds
You
like
see,
a lie.
we're the same. He's literally me.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obel Squad's comms channel, also seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
The Proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seed's and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time, I have to say, you really are something special.
That ain't that special.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
Still, winning over these girls might be easy, but as their commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base The research data you were looking for, Proxy.
Hey, it's fine. This always happens. Alright.
The most efficient way to move such a large amount of supplies in a short time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates unknown to the Defense Force. But no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's skills are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, you're confident you can catch up with them, right?
Oh boy, trust me when I say that song is hard. Yeah, I'll trust you. Like I said, that's the only other thing I've been hearing is this always happens when either a Souls-like or a FromSoft game or any sort of difficult game comes up. It's it should be toned down or whatever. I'm not really on that side, quite honestly, because I do love to cheese stuff. I like to go in and if I can find a way to just bullshit my way through, I'll do it. But if I have to play by the rules of the game, I don't mind either. That's why I love Sekiro. Sekiro is it's honestly in my top. Is it my top 5? Yeah, no. Sekiro, it's not the hardest game ever, but it's a game where you have to play by the game's rules or else you're gonna get fucked. And I actually really like that. I really like that about the game. But yeah, if it is that hard as everyone has been saying, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Your internet is shit. Don't worry. Yeah, honestly, my internet can be shitty. Goes out, here and there, kind of often. It's not the worst though, thankfully. But I'm just waiting for fiber to come in my area. I'm just waiting for the day. All right.
I got this.
Damn right we do. Whoa.
Inside those devices. Those are all sacrifices?
Fate, confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 8 in total. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Now we're all clear.
Come on.
Oval Squad. All enemies eliminated.
That was cool. And then they had to show us getting. Oh my god, I still hate that. I don't like. Literally, my man, get a gun or something. You're with the military.
The final sacrifice is about to begin. How can swirling dust compete with a blazing fire?
Okay.
Do all the Exaltists talk like this? It's really hard to understand.
Seed, make him shut up.
Foolish unbelievers!
Wise is not wise when it comes to self-defense. Yeah.
Hey, see,
man, that's the one thing I've been really like. It has actually been starting to piss me off.
They've done more than enough harm.
Literally, I have the idea. So, okay. So we've seen this happen. I feel like it's fine. It's been happening once or twice, right? Because when the sibling goes into the hollow and goes missing or whatever, that makes sense. Or anything the first few times, yeah, I could see that, them being reckless. This has been happening way too much now, though. Way too much to the point where I'm like, do we really need this to be happening every single time? He doesn't even need to fight. They don't need to fight. They can at least just, dodge. It's just like Joseph Joestar, just run away. All right. Look, I'm going to guess right now, one day we're gonna get an S rank, of the siblings. However, here's what I think they should have done for 2.0. Have the S rank siblings release, right? However, you can only level them up to level 10. All right, and as the story goes on, right, as time goes on, as the story progresses, you know, you can level them up higher. You can level up their skills more, right? I think if they did something like that, I'd be like, okay, you know, and you know, in the story, of course, show them progress. I think that'd be a fun way to have that, right? But man, I like this game, but there's just some times where I'm like, you can be better. I know you can. You've shown it to me that you can be really good. Training arc. Literally, we can have like a live training arc. You know, it's like, oh, we get them as a, you know, as a character, but they're very weak. Time goes on, right? Each patch we get a little bit stronger. You know, our skills improve. Something like that. It'd be great. I think that's a great idea. Like, I don't know if you play FGO, right? Fate Grand Order, but so if you don't, there's the first character you get, Mosh, right? As the story progresses, you get to level her up more. Her skills change, right? And she goes from being, it was like a 3-star, right? A 3-star character into a 4-star character. Right? And then as time goes on, her kit changes, right? Not as good, but still has a lot of uses story wise. And then recently, she's now a 5-star, and keep in mind, she is still a free character, but throughout all the time of the game, they have grown her character, they have shown her train, right? And now she's a mega powerful 5-star unit. And it's great. I feel like if ZZZ did something like that, it'd be cool, right? At least for me, it kind of would explain the proxies getting into danger. At least for me, right? Because like, okay, we have them as a character. We're actually fighting with them. They're pretty weak. You know, I feel like it would like kind of, in my head, it would excuse it, right? Them getting themselves into danger. Because right now, it just seems like, oh, they're just being idiots, which is a shame. Because I feel like ZZZ, like, has its moments where, like, the writing is, like, genuinely good. I mean, Harumasa's, his agent story was really good. I really liked it. But, you know, it was like 1.5 to 1.7 wasn't that good. It was pretty bad at points. 2.0 was okay. 2.1 was better. That doesn't make it good, but it was better than 2.0. 2.2 was alright. It was alright. And then now, I mean, right now it's not bad. I'm actually liking how it's kind of presented right now. So yeah. They already showed us their power, that eye glowy thing. If they did add something like a training arc where they learn to control it, then it will make sense. Honestly, yeah. Literally, just show us something. Literally, just show them show them training, right? Even if it's like a 10-second long thing, that'd be more than enough for me, right? I would just like them for, you know, have some sense of urgency, you know, something like that. Because, you know, obviously, right, the proxies are kind of lazy as hell. Come on, they just sat on their asses most of the time. But yeah, you know, I will say I do think some people give way too much hate on the game. Are there issues? Yes. All right. I'm not gonna, you know, no matter how much I love a game, I will not, if there is an issue, I will call it out. I mean, I play FGO, right? I know what it's like, right? The game, FGO has a lot of problems, but no one in the community acts like it's not like they aren't there. Everyone knows that there's issues, right? But I feel like there's a lot of ZZZ players that, you know, kind of look over the issues, right? Which is a shame, right? Of course, you know, it's not everyone. But I feel like this is a problem with tribalism, sadly. You know, I feel like it's an issue with a lot of gacha games, if we're being honest, right? Like a lot of stuff will just be forgiven, right? Even though it's like, hey, you know, sometimes, you know, a criticism comes out because I like the game and I really want it to be better, right? And it's a shame. Sometimes I feel like it's flooded out and then it causes either a civil war or a war between fandoms, and it's the whole thing, right? We know about gacha tribalism, all right? We're all part of it, whether we like it or not.
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical
I'm gonna
villains
keep
is their
on rambling
fanatical
if I go
devotion
on.
to the creator, which often drives them to act unpredictably.
But yeah, no, definitely, you showed us the eyes. Let them do more. Let them do more.
Even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting new Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction. Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers!
Hey, spoken like a true American. I like it.
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. Many innocent civilians were deceived into joining. In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high energy lasers.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
You've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them? I know how to throw around grand quotes too. Like no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible. You're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags. Perhaps because you're one of them?
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon, specifically the section designated for Magus.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain Magus.
Okay.
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
Okay. I'm liking this dynamic. I'm liking it. The fact that military is taking suggestion from a video game store manager is pretty unique on its own. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Hey, but you know what? This video store manager is pretty much anonymous, right? Like the actual, like the group, you know. Okay.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other or simply partners with our own suspicions, let's stick to our duties, Captain Magus.
But I do like this dynamic
Have it any other way,
Magus still being like, hey, you know, stay in your fucking lane. I like that. I like that. Not outright like being a kiss ass right from the get-go. Huh. Okay.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs immediate attention.
Cook.
What just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sacrifice. These Obscura and the factories that produce them are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porcelumix and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Waife Peninsula.
Actually, you know what? Your commenters reminded me of something. At least I know you're from Asia, but so there was I think this I want to say it happened in Canada, but I think it happened in the US. I'm not Canadian, but I think this happened in the US, where it was a thing where so there was this guy who hacked, I think it was either some government network or NASA, right? But he hacked into like a government thing, right? Just outright hacked into them. And this guy was just a random guy from, you know, buttfuck nowhere. He was just like, hey, yeah, I just hacked into your shit or whatever. But you know, he actually informed the government, it's like, hey, just so you know, I hacked into your shit and got all your information. This is how I got it or whatever, right? And they were like, what the fuck? Right? And he was like, yeah. pretty much be careful. And you know, because of that, they looked at it, it was like, hey, you were able to get into our shit from your fucking basement. You want a job? And I think he took it. I can't remember the story exactly, but I'm pretty sure he actually took the job. So we went from being, you know, your typical neckbeard to a fucking government job, which I think that's kind of wacky. That is actually kind of wacky. I want to remember like the exact details or like when it happened, but I know that that's a thing that actually happened. I wonder. Hold on, let me look it up. Let me see. Hold on. Government. Yeah. Let me see. All right, let me see. Okay. Is this the guy? Hold on. Hold on. Let me check. Able to hack. Wait, was it? Jeez, so I looked it up, right? I've seen like 3 different things right now. How much is this happening in the US? Oh, it was for fucking NASA. Okay, hold on. NASA sent hacker appreciation letter after he breached their system. I hacked NASA again and reported some vulnerabilities to them. Just today, I received this appreciation letter from them after they patched the loopholes. Dear, hold on, let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, quote. The guy posted evidence. On behalf of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and NASA's vulnerability disclosure policy, we would like to recognize your efforts as an independent security researcher in both identifying the vulnerability you were submitted and for following NASA's VDP policy and guidelines and responsibility to reporting this to us. The ability to detect and report security vulnerabilities is a valuable skill in the information. Please accept this letter. Okay. You know, I think I was. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm mixing 2 of them up. Oh wait, Jesus fucking wait. Hold on. This is happening so much. I see another one where a teenager hacked into the CIA. What the? How often is this happening? Jesus Christ. Man, there's a little fucking 12-year-old out there that has my name, information, and my fucking social right there. What the hell? The hacker who says he's under 20 years old. He wasn't working alone, but he had 2 other people help. There's also another guy. He was arrested, but he got jobs later. Yeah, this guy was from the US. Jesus Christ, how often is this happening? Hold on, I'll be back. I'm gonna get some water before we continue. What the hell? Hold on, let me see if I can show this on stream. Hold on. Wait a sec. Okay. Hold on. All right, ZZ. Take a small 5-minute break, ZZ. Hold on. This is actually insane. Hold on. So, this is actually too funny. Like, I remember it being like one single story, but nah. Okay, hold on. So, teen who hacked CIA director's email tells how he did it. The hacker who allegedly broke private AOL email tells account how he did it. Information like 4-digit rank card, the Verizon. Wait. Information like the 4 digits behind the bank card. The hacker who were able to reset. Jesus Christ. And then there's this guy. Okay, this one is kind of cool. This guy, he died? What the hell? Hold on. American computer convicted hacker. In 1995, he was arrested for various computer and communication related crimes, and he spent 5 years in prison after being convicted of fraud and illegally intercept communications. Blah blah blah. All controversial social media coverage. Those were not based on actual losses. Huh. Jesus Christ. I like this story a lot more. They hacked into the CIA director's email, it seems. Reading that this guy, let's see. Yeah, and the other thing I saw was like a guy on Reddit. So blah blah blah, hacked. But I don't know how much we should trust this, but you know what? I'm gonna start believing it. Because hey, there's proof right there. Yeah, no, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, this would actually make sense if it being actually real. Jesus Christ. Man. Why can't I be this smart? Gary, yeah, and then there's this guy I also saw. But this guy was Scottish, or yeah, he was from Scotland. Jesus Christ. Accused for perpetrating the big military hacked a military act. He was looking for evidence of free energy suppression and cover up of UFO activities. Well, we already got all that. And other technology potentially useful to the public. 2012, a series of legal proceedings. Then home security. Ooh, so he's a free man. Nice. Not man. Man, I love some of this shit. This is so wacky. I love this shit. Oh my. Yeah, he was a fucking 17 who hacked into the US. What the hell is this? Jack Cable is 17 years old with a thin bill, large square glass. He looked like, I'm assuming, high school. Blah. He finished his first in hack. Wait. That's the goal. Oh, no, this is okay. This is like a. Hold on. I think this is like an actual thing that they wanted him to do. It's not too for top talent. Okay. Okay. Nah, this one isn't as cool. I like the other ones better because it's funny. All right. You know what? A little history lesson of the U.S. Man. That's fantastic. That's a fantastic. Man. You know what? The U.S. may not have a random guy from his basement hacking NASA is still the great. Honestly, yeah. Like how the fuck is that happening? You are NASA, right? You like don't you have like insane like fucking like internet speed as well? Motherfucker, you can like download GTA and uninstall it in like 5 seconds. Jesus Christ. Man, I wish I was that smart though. Man, like that guy was in his basement, but then actually did something crazy. I'm here in my fucking bedroom doing nothing, waiting for my shift at fucking Little Caesars. Anyways. Alright. Alright. They have the craziest PCs and stuff. Yeah. Nah. Like I forgot what, but they have like an insane shit over there. But yeah. But anyway, I think that was a good detour. Let's continue with ZZZ. And I got my water, so. Gather, there's a large number of Obscura placed throughout Wi-Fi Peninsula, over 300 of them. Got it.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian division could deal with that many monsters.
The entire Obsidian division would just end up as monster food.
We have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltists' actions may be far more dangerous than we had anticipated.
Okay. There's a problem.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy, there's still no solid evidence to confirm that all Obscura have sacrifices in them. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
They're in the fucking hollow. They probably do.
Eridu long ago.
Yeah. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful. Yet.
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point, but there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Wi-Fi Peninsula. We need to organize thorough inspections and patrols as soon as possible. Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
Watch it for the last second. Yeah.
A fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay sharp and proceed with caution.
There we go.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant!
Alright. This is a limiting hollow where even Proxy's eyes can pierce the darkness. The baddie, she is here. The military's operation has started. You're to provide cover for the Overseer's ritual. Every action leads us closer to our Lord. Alright. Everything for the creator, Lady Sarah. Aw. We got her name wrong. It's Mommy Sarah. Thank you very much. The Defense Force has overwhelming numbers, and we've taken heavy losses lately with what little strength we have left. Oh shit. Alright, there we go. Okay, we don't need to achieve victory. Our mission is to buy time. Sacrifices are inevitable. Fortunately, the Defense Force isn't exactly driven by the noble duty they claim to uphold. As long as the Overseer completes the ritual, then we've already won. May the Creator refine you. Please refine me, Sarah. Please. The Obsidian Division has temporarily taken over the Seagate Road as our base of operations. This will be our staging area for upcoming missions. Alright, but there seems to be way more people at the base today. Probably some sort of operation being coordinated. Anyway, let's report. back to Solde first. Huh. Thank goodness you're okay, Proxy. When you and the captain were surrounded by enemies, I was really worried about you both. My bullets almost didn't make it in time. That was a close one. Protecting you, Proxy, is our top priority. I mean, protecting the citizens like you. Sure. Orphe might seem like a little hesitant at times, but she's actually skilled and a brave soldier. Nice. Ooh. Captain Magus comes off as harsh and short-tempered, but she's the kind of person who would risk everything for her squad and for new Eridu. Or rather, she already has. Nice. Oh, combo. If it wasn't for Seed and Trigger shutting down the Exaltus equipment, the captain and I would have been in for one hell of a fight. I mean, I was a big help, but Trigger and Seed Senior were just as important. The Exaltus system were pretty basic. It just took a little tinkering to shut them down. Their ability to handle machines effortlessly is amazing. Seed, I wonder if I could learn to do so with enough practice. It's talent, pure talent. I can always sense it. You've got a similar gift, right, Proxy? Well, I don't know about that. Alright. God damn.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Opal's squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltus lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Help!
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash.
I'm sure nothing tragic will happen. Surely.
And the sacrifice
sure.
creatures.
Yeah, everything's nice and dandy.
To me
you
and
know,
the city
when
forces.
everything's going well,
you focus
it always
on the
goes
mission
well.
inside the
Of
hollow.
course,
You can't just
especially
grasp
with the
at
game of
weeds.
ZZZ.
You have to dig out
of course. It's not like
All
they
this
always
might
have
just be a diversion by
some
the
twist or
Exaltists.
whatever. It's gonna go.
By the way,
just Danny.
Proxy,
Surely.
I heard your performance
surely.
in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
I'll have to think about that.
I'm a tattletale.
I do remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Everything is sunshine and
Got it.
rainbows. And
Looks
yeah,
like the
everything
temporary
is sunshine and
protocol
rainbows.
for
Easy.
addressing
Everything
Phaethon
is.
doesn't really hold much sway over Captain
Nothing
Magus.
ever goes wrong. Everyone has a happy
It's all because
backstory.
I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me, and her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
How much you pay, then we'll talk. All right. That is remember. That is always the main thing you gotta ask. What's the pay like? Hello. I will say, I'm okay. So I'll say this about ZZZ. I know we're making jokes about the sunshine and everything. I think that's one thing I'm like kind of like. It makes sense. Like there is like an actual in lore like explanation, right? Like it like there is a reason for it, right? Like yeah, there is. Everyone has a tragic backstory because yeah, like they went through in a fucking apocalypse pretty much, right? But I don't know. It kind of gets tiring in a way. Like I get it, right? But I don't know. It's just like a me thing, right? Because like I understand why everyone has it. Because like yeah, why wouldn't you? But you know, it's just a thing I noticed and realized that like yeah, you know, even like doesn't Bernice still have something? I haven't read her agent story yet, so I don't know. But you know, yeah, it's just something like oh, you know, I'd love to see a character who's like you know, my life's been good. You know, I've been pretty good all the way through. Like unironically, I think that would actually be a nice thing to have. But again, I haven't read Bernice's backstory, so I don't know. Maybe she's that character, and I do have her though. So.
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
Yuuzhan might be the only character with no tragic tragic story, but a busy lifestyle. Yeah, no, you are right on that. Yeah, doesn't like both her parents are alive. She has a good career. Yeah, like just good life, just busy. Yeah, she's probably the only one. Although I will say, they fucking fumbled her story with 1.4. I will always bitch about 1.4. I don't care how much people liked it. This 1.4 was not good. They fumbled the bag, story-wise at least. Rewards, fantastic. They were great. But in terms of the story, they fumbled the bag real hard, alright? I'm just gonna leave it at that. I bitch about it too much already. But yeah, they fumbled her. They did not do her justice. Anyways.
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows.
I'll say, I do like this side of Wise.
This grand, respectable
like this
world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
Hey, talk your shit. Hey. Wise with us. Ooh.
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Ooh. When was the last time we saw Wise like, ooh, that confrontational? Like, from someone who's like not an outright villain? I like that. Ooh, give me more of that. I like that a lot. Yeah, the only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. Yep, you are the villain. You're not my wife yet, so it's gonna be like that until you are.
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Alright.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
I'm really like, you know what? By the way, I expected ZZZ to use curse words like in 1.0 at first cutscene where there was curse words, which was actually realistic. Yeah, I feel like there would be, especially military. Come on now, military curse words. That's like, you gotta have both of them. Doesn't matter how disciplined you are, they will be there. But man, Well, you are right though on one thing. Doesn't it like Hoyo, like it has compared to like HSR and Genshin, doesn't like ZZZ have like a higher age rating, right? I feel like they should be allowed to like use it more often. But I will say I'm liking dynamics right now. Like all the characters bounce off each other really well. I will say that's one thing. ZZ also has bloodstains. Yeah, that is true. But I will say one thing I really do like about ZZZ, when it does do it well, like the characters can bounce off each other pretty well. Sometimes I don't think they do it as well, but like in terms of the actual like squads, right? Like each group, they bounce off each other really well. And I'm liking Obel Squad right now. I think they're great. I love how they bounce off each other really well.
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
But yeah, now you're right on the bloodstains. I mean, fucking Trigger's Asian story, right? With the woman near the end. You know, I won't spoil it, but yeah. Major General's adjutant. Adjutant, sir, the Major General's guest has arrived. Please follow me, you two. The Major General's tent is just beyond this tunnel. Alright. You follow the adjutant's lead and head with Solde into the Major General's tent, the other side of the tunnel.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Ooh.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel's...
That's correct, sir.
Shit.
The recon operation...
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel's squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
I don't trust him. Now, is it the evil aura around him, or that he just gives off villain? Nah, it's just kind of a vibe, you know, it's just my instinct, you know?
It was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Waifei Peninsula.
Oh, and the fact that they were arguing about if there's you know,
you can handle the
villains
specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then.
My most favorite thing about ZZ is that comic style cutscene. I love these are great. Any of the comic style cutscenes are just grade A, fantastic. I just wish they did more of them, honestly. If they did like more, I would love just the way the story is told even more, honestly. Because I feel like at times, you know, like when they do the visual style format, I think that's good. I think that works really well, right? They just have to, you know, give them more expressions. But the comic style is fantastic. I love it. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Wise.
Welcome to Waifei Peninsula, Ambassador Wise.
I've been in Waifei Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Yunquay Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the Mayor's personal agents and infamous
Shifu is there, so yeah, you are right. You are right on that.
Wise was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. He's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunquay Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that.
Yeah, Waifu Peninsula. We met Shifu. We met Alice was there. Who else? I can't think of anyone. I guess Jufufu, depending on your taste, I guess. Damn, I am blanking out. Oh well, you know what?
And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Weiss is only here to assist Oval Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Waifei Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you.
Oh yeah, I just want to know what he's gonna
Since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance, so I'm afraid I can't escort Wise to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now.
Yeah, Yuzuha. Yeah, you're right. So it was Yuzuha we saw, the Chinese NPC. Oh, sweetie, how could I forget? Oh, sweetie, man, she is so fine. I'll just say this: I have seen her art before, and it is fantastic. Seed. I guess like we went to the to like the beach. Either way, the beach is in Waifei Peninsula, right? Pretty sure it is. So I guess technically we've also seen Alice as well, Orphe, and I think that's it. Yeah, that was 2.0. Who do we have for 2.1 then? I can't. Hold on. Let me look something up. So we just had them. 2.1 was. Yeah, so I've been getting my numbers confused. So we're on 2.2. Why the fuck did I think we were on 2.3? Man, my sense of honestly, I haven't been playing as much, but okay. Okay, so I guess we're not too far in. Okay, alright, anyway.
Colonel Isolde? Until this operation is over, all of Wise's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the mayor and Yunquay Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Waifei Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Mr. Ambassador.
Came here to help, and this is how you're treated. Life in the military comes with its fair share of rules and restrictions. Major General Lorenz was... Jesus Christ, my throat. I haven't had enough water today. I mean, I barely woke up. A couple hours ago. But was a decorated officer during the fall of the old capital 11 years ago, and was promoted to general after its fall. Over the years, he's been known for his rather overbearing conduct. Sure. It'd be dishonest to say I like his style, but working under him has definitely given me a lot of opportunities and access, allowing me to investigate the truth behind the fall of the old capital. Okay. To be exact, the cause behind my squad's failure back then, Magus has always been concerned about it. I'm getting off track, but the point is you can't count on us, whether it's Opal Squad or any other Obsidian Division soldier. We'll give everything to protect you. Okay. After briefing you on military operations, Zolda takes her leave. Talk about rude. Are all Defense Force generals this unpleasant? Restrictions on going out and contacting the outside world. I might as well be a prisoner. But if we just go back down to the rest, but if we're just going back down to the rest at Sweetman Temple, we shouldn't be stopped, right? Huh. Interesting. The proxy's been nabbed by the Major General, then why do you look so happy, see? They'll make fun of your comrades' suffering, see? But that Major General guy is a real pain, huh? So if the proxy doesn't get along with him, that must mean they're alright. It sounds silly, but also somehow makes sense. I can hear you. You gotta go, it's midnight for you? Yeah, man, take care, alright? Take care. I'll just be here, alright? Yeah, take care, man. Have a good night. I've been aware of your presence for a while now, Proxy, and for the record, I wasn't talking behind your back. Proxy, the ever so lovable Proxy, always listening in with those keen ears. Hey, Comrade Wise is a special envoy sent by Mayor. I hope you understand Crimson Gloom. Fuck you. Do have all this. How close am I to a multi? Let me see. We still need what? 160 is... Oh, give me a second. Okay, had a call. We're good. Okay. Also, I need. Oh. Okay, yes, I'm so far off. Oh. Anyway, let's continue.
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned how to avoid torture, right?
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Here, orders to everyone.
Temporarily restricting the Proxy's movements and communications. What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious Phaethon locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
Ooh.
That's just so...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary Proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary Proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary Proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the Proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the Proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
As for signal channeling, the only wireless are military ones. For now, at least, say farewell to the friends you anxiously are waiting for you on.
My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
I understand.
I may not be a
got
soldier,
it.
but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Waifei Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, he's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
With comms and our movement restrictor, things are definitely tricky. Luckily, I can still reach out to Bell and ferry through the HDD without the defense force noticing. Okay. Don't look so down. It's time for Obel's regular equipment maintenance. Come join us. Is that okay? Do you agree, Captain Magus? Making sure our tech folk have reliable gear is crucial. So if you want to drop by Proxy, go right ahead. Not that I can fix anything even if I did. Really? I mean, I couldn't detect any gear on the Proxy, but I can't shake this strange feeling. Like the Proxy has some sort of device that feels oddly familiar. Alright. Don't worry, Proxy. See, can be a bit hard to follow at times, but when it comes to tech, you can always count on her. It's just routine maintenance check. Come on, Proxy, stop being so wishy-washy. Okay. Ah, so they're actually okay. Fair. Okay, so we got that down. Shield defense, I only have one. So we'll have to do this. What is it, like 300? Yeah, that should help out. I don't care about getting 6 stars, but we'll do that after the story. Okay. Mobile squad is all here. Alright, then time to start today's routine. Maintenance inspector on duty. Squad member Seed. First up for its inspection, Mercury. Ooh. Oh, that kind of Mercury. Okay. Mercury here. Let me take a look and see if this little Colby's got anything wrong with it. Always get nervous when C does my checkup. The antenna on the comms module seems a bit worn out. Gotta remember to get those parts replaced. Colby can't hear me on the radio during the operation. I'm gonna kick your butt. Aye aye. Sorry about that. Oof. Mouth dry. Anyway, next up, Trigger's sniper rifle. I'm counting on you again, C. I need only one look to tell your weapon's in flawless shape, just like always, Trigger. A sniper's weapon is their soul on the battlefield, after all. Boring. Now it's Orphe and Captain Mags' turn. Let's get this straight, you're not laying a finger on me. Okay. Calm down, Captain. Quit swinging around my tail. Your exoskeleton is in good shape overall, Orphe, but your tail always shows more wear. No doubt due to the Captain's reckless fighting style. Captain gives it her all in combat. I'll try to stay in sync with Orphe's movements. As for Captain Magus, you're using that nitro fuel oil again, aren't you? Seed can't stand that smell pouring out of your gun barrel. Whoa, are you seriously attacking your captain's dental hygiene? What? And finally, it's your turn, Proxy. Where should I start? Stare straight into the Proxy's eyes. Impossible as it seems, it almost feels like she can see right through the HDD. Oh. But that can't be possible, right? Change the subject. Your eyes are crystal clear, Proxy. All systems good. Inspection complete. You were just looking for a fair excuse to stare into Proxy's eyes. Sure. Yeah. Now that everyone's finished their equipment checks, you're dismissed. Get some rest and make sure your gear service at the armory. Hey Proxy, don't forget to look after your eyes too. Okay. You confirm that the military is restricting your freedom of movement with Oval Squad. You then return to the tent to rest. The tent offers you some cover from the soldiers' gazes, and reestablishing the connection with the HDD brings a small sense of relief. There we go. Alright, Fairy, you're here.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as his sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just a pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Okay.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
Hey.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the Hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Wise, just like always.
All right. All right. Give me a second. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Ooh. Had to do a little tinkle, but I'm good now. I am good now. Whew. Also got some water in my actual bottle. I was just drinking, well, like my container, I guess. But I was drinking just out of water bottles, but got my actual container now. Whew. Refreshing. Alright. Let's get back to it. Oh, and if the stream has been a little weird, I've also been playing FGO on the side right now. Ooh. Give me a second, let me just make sure everything's in order. Yeah, everything seems good. Alright, let's go.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Opal Squad, just like always.
Hey.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Wise.
The bed beneath you feels so foreign, you hardly rest well that night. Commotion raises out beyond the tent. That's Orphean sees voice, so let's go check out what's happening. Alright. Let's go. Attack and receive a ping with distress signal and rush over here. What about the soldier in that squad? They're all lying, covered in blood. I mean, it's not breeding kind of blood. Let's pay our respects. This main group probably recorded what happened. What is that? Badly damaged. Do we have any technicians at least? I'm a technician. You know how to fix? Please help live. Okay. Yep. This puzzle. One. Here we go. Here we go. Well, the images from inside stream out with Bangu's data port.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma! Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer! And they're armed! We're under attack! Fight back!
Oh,
Enemy
shit.
spotted at 3 o'clock! More at 5 o'clock! Oh, is it the cultist troops in disguise? No.
Damn, bleeding it out, come on.
Miasma.
Oh
They're
well.
definitely not alive! What the are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal monster, just take them down!
You know for a fact they actually said it. Right? It's like the fucking shit with Tom Kenny in SpongeBob. I don't know if anyone remembers, but in that episode in SpongeBob where they were like cursing, right? But it was censored with the dolphin sound, right? That he actually cursed. Like there's actual tapes of him cursing, because like apparently it was like weird for him like not to do it while they were supposed to, right? But yeah, the tapes are there somewhere. All right, they're somewhere. Deafening gunfire grows louder, gradually drowning out all the voices. Oh. Gunfire and voices gradually fade away, and everything returns to silence. White noise grows louder, skipping ahead.
It's just as the Overseer said. Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator!
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator.
Okay. Possible future villains. Possible. Huh. Okay. On my miasma, they look like the dead brought back to life. The dead? They're dressed in military gear from the old capital. Stuff from 11 years back. If they truly are their return, how could they be ghosts of old soldiers if they're shooting at their own squad mates? They are not the undead. Or like some, yeah. Still, the fact that that these creatures take on the form of former Defense Force soldiers means their creator, enemies' knowledge of the Defense Force might be beyond our imagination. Ah, I see. Nah, the Major General. Nah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Okay. Besides, yesterday's recon mission went perfectly. We didn't let any cultists escape, so there's no way the Exalted should be aware of our progress. We need to report this to Isolde. Let's go, Proxy. Okay. God damn, she is so fine. Damn. Alright. Together with the Oval Squad, you brief Isolde on what you saw in the footage.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Mm-hmm. Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunque Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus.
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Okay. Getting some respect, I like it. Won't let you down.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy, and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please don't betray the trust that people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Obel never fails a mission.
This operation has two main objectives. First, to gather intel on the miasma soldiers. Second, to eliminate key Exaltus bases. Get ready to move out, and a surprise attack every second counts. Move out. Autobots, roll out.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Obel Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can't
I've been saying it a lot now, but I do like... She is coming around, right, of course, but, you know, she still has her attitude. She's not just like instantly like, alright, I'll give you your credit. I like Magus. I like her a lot.
I understand. So please believe me. When I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
Alright, let's get going.
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there?
Ah, there we go.
Petty thugs, blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return.
Got to cover. Sender, hit for attack. See, let's see Senior cool off a bit, Saw that coming.
The art of joint combat!
There we go.
Keep her balance, George. Are you keeping up, Captain?
There we go. There we go. A little hurt, but we're good. Documents satisfied, accessing, answering the Overseer's call. Wrongfully killed soldiers rise from the underworld, cloaked in flames of vengeance. As for why the Defense Force soldiers would fight for us, the Overseer was rather vague. Perhaps they too were blessed with witnessing the Creator's true form in the underworld. The files stored in this device are incomplete. The remaining intelligence needs to be obtained elsewhere. Wrongfully killed soldiers, but those once emerging from miasma were wearing 11-year-old uniforms. they die protecting you. These exalted scum, how dare they desecrate the honor of fallen soldiers. Unforgivable. Ooh. The approaching footsteps have everyone on guard, but then what they see is the sight of allied uniforms.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel Squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltus to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Sure, man.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right, and we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltists' attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flank so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltists' main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian Division these days?
Oh.
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist's base been completely cleared?
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Other orders?
Sure.
What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. They can't even handle something this simple properly. Obel soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Obel, gear up and get ready.
All right.
Yes, Captain Magus. Late, right?
All right.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
Second-rate troops sure are surprisingly good at messing things up. Who would ever call this an ambush? We've already failed half of the mission objective.
Hopefully we can still find some useful documents and materials.
Alright. Vice, we may be working with porcelain weeks, but they aren't exactly saying that they sacrificed everything for profit. Soldiers didn't die protecting the city. The truth is, the file ends here without warning. There's a record of the hardware being moved, but the missing data cannot be retrieved. Damn it, of all places, the data had to be missing. Or soldiers didn't die protecting the city. Just what have these Exaltists learned? It's nothing but a distraction they've planted on purpose to mislead us. Still, it's clear that the Exalted remnants were spooked by the Major General's unit acting so recklessly. That's why they moved the key data early. Guess we have no choice but to press on. Alright, whatever you say.
Elite targets have appeared.
Just the kind of fight Obel Squad's been waiting for. Tactical strategy. Towards them!
I'll pierce right through. Adjusting for wind.
Flash attack! You need a shower? It's raining down!
All right. There we go.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said, you're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
Must be Mr. Lucro.
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the reception banquet for the Porcelumex safety inspection.
A reception banquet? For a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway. We are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This gentleman is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please. The title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here.
Sure.
You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Instantly withdraw from the stronghold. Okay. Yep.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
Okay.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. Porcelumex's other executive had previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the defense force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness, Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obel's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
All right.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Coming around. Okay. All right. Lit by flickering candlelight. Okay.
Oh, okay. Great, Overseer. The Defense Force took the bait just as planned. They're feeling pretty proud of themselves. Ooh, perfect. They wasted enough time on meaningless distractions, and that foolish general thinks he's already claimed enough victories. Oh, so he's just dumb. Okay. They won't be throwing forces at us anymore, though the price was nothing more than a few necessary sacrifices. They died for their faith, Overseer. Besides, the troops you brought back from the underworld were a huge help. Soldiers fighting soldiers, it's cruel, really. Still, if it's for the right course, then even you and I must be willing to give our lives. Absolutely. If that greater purpose is an audience with the Creator. I know you have other intentions, but you'll still open the path to the Creator, won't you, great Overseer? I've wandered in confusion along with this path more than once, but the whispers I heard were true, without a doubt. Once I achieved my goal, I'll open the path to the Creator for you, which means your sacrifice and mine are justified. But Phaeton is with the Defense Force right now, and that one's a real handful. Not the type to let things go easily, and that elite squad of theirs has been a serious thorn in our side. I've noticed that youngsters may be an unexpected variable, but I've always set the course for how their tale unfolds. Don't back them into a corner unless you have to. Your arrangements are reasonable. May the Creator refine us. Latum. Alright. Let us see. Cheers and laughter echo from the military camp, which has been quiet, so quiet for the past few days. Why is the Defense Forward base so lively? What's going on? Let's ask around to see what the soldiers know. About time. That squad. And broken through head on our plan to strike the flame when you've gone nearly as smoothly. Everyone should put already to get most. Ah, okay. Hold on, I'll be back. I drink too much water. Alright, back. Had to pee. New phase. No, you must see the read outside. Cheered easy victory. Sure, you didn't land it, hit the big win, but you still played a part. What's with that look? We're celebrating our victory here. Don't be such a busk. Ah, I see.
Welcome back, Envoy. I've been waiting here just to make sure you return safely. Laying it on thick. Such modesty. Still, if you're acting on behalf of the mayor in defense force matters. I'm sure your words hold real authority with the city administration. We owe to the Mayor General's forces that we were able to reclaim a significant cache of porcelain without incident. Assets Ferox had handed over to Exaltus, which are in fact Porcelumex's property. It's quite the haul. The Major General and I go way back. He may not be the most charming guy, but he's someone you can count on.
Huh?
I know I'm just a shrewd, profit-minded trader, and I also know that there's been some bad blood between you and the Major General. But that doesn't stop me from seeing the potential for us to work together in the future. Someone like you always brings value to the table, so naturally, I'm pleased you made it back in one piece. About the Obscura, it's true that certain individuals within Porcelumix, including Mr. Ferox and his team, engage in unlawful activities with the Exaltist. It's shameful and pathetic that Mr. Ferox is now in custody, and with the Major General's support, we've tracked down his subordinate to escape into the Hollow. Porcelumix is clean of any further criminal associations. Regarding so-called Obscura devices, while they were created through Ferox's dealings with the Exaltist, I'm not clear on their scientific worth. Still, they made of costly porcelain, so they belong to the company. Who will recover the Obscura once the Defense Force finishes assessing their risk? Their risk? Yes. Colonel Isolde stated in report that the Obscura could pose an extreme risk, even going so far as to order an evaluation of Wi-Fi Peninsula for public safety. It's gotten too dangerous, and it looks it's time for me to leave Wi-Fi Peninsula. Take care of yourself. Huh. These guys are all sure know how to take it easy. They're already planning the victory party right after winning. So what's the Defense's force's next move? Next move? There isn't one. The Major General believes the key members of the Eclipses have been wiped out and their base cleared. As far as he's concerned, we've already won. I never thought victory would come so easily. The Exhaustus won't be that easy. More times than anyone, Proxy. Your insight is valuable, but even so, the Obsidian Division can't keep pouring resources into chasing down a minor outlaw group. As for the Obscura, Colonel Isolde has taken our intel and the risk posed by the sacrifices very seriously. He's already preparing to evacuate the citizens of Wi-Fi Peninsula. We'll stay on guard here to protect the civilians until everyone's been evacuated and all Obscura in the city has been cleared. It's thanks to Mrs. Olde's leadership that we were able to locate so many Obscura across the city before the operation began too. The Colonel know all about the risk of the Obscura all along. If everyone's taking a break, why don't you relax a little too, Proxy? I'm heading to the camp with the captain. Want to join us for a bit, Proxy? Despite your doubts, with cheers ringing out through the night all around you, you find yourself taking a brief rest by the firelight with two soldiers. As Obelskald settles in at their quarters, the troops are already beginning to celebrate.
Everyone! The Exaltus, the threat that plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula, have been wiped out under our thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers. Cheer for victory! And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz!
I hate to be that guy, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers. A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltist leaders are still at large. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will remain a threat until they're eliminated. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Yishan Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquai Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Senior would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
As Phaeton, I have no right to stop moving forward. Oh. As we pass this message on to you, some bigwig from Tops is here to see you. From Tops? Don't ask me about it. The specifics, you'll just have to go see for yourself. Ooh. There it Damien. How are you? You meet with Damien after dark and fill him in on what Lucro's doing.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltist stock of Porcelum, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer, and the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly.
Ooh.
I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquai Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Well,
unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunquai Summit for assistance either. But if it's to keep you safe...
It's all right. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Small fingers. Oh, wait, what?
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about.
Oh, it's you from the trio. She's cute. Oh, she's really adorable. She rat? Alright. She's adorable.
It's funny. Most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Krampus?
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if the company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch.
Second. Alright. Sorry. I had a massive burp right now. Well, okay.
This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Ooh.
Although he's not really a friend, I do have some understanding of the way Damien does things. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who would never cross the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus. And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Mr. Wise.
Ooh. Miss Zhao and the Krampus member turns and walks on. She may have been small in stature, but her commanding presence totally overshadowed the disheveled Damien beside her. Huh. Let's get some rest. Okay. Alright. Proxy. It's not time to sleep yet. I came all this way with Squad Member C to invite you to our special nighttime operation. Special nighttime op. Follow us and you'll see. Move quietly and stay low, just like a sniper. See Trigger quietly creep up behind Orphe and suddenly launch a surprise attack.
Soldier Orphe!
Soldier Orphe!
You two again? Now you have the proxy as an accomplice too?
Accomplice?
It's not what it looks like, Orphe. I had no idea those two were planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up. We should let her rest.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
Excuse me. First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine. Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment.
I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare all snacks as prohibited. Oh. Then why doesn't Orphe protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphe has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphe doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
Seed and Trigger are robbing me again! Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphe.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
Alright. I'll say this. One thing I don't understand. Why the fuck was Seed the part like one banner? I actually don't, now that we're here, like she very much feels like a side character. Very much so compared to like Orphe and Magus. Like both of them have a bigger presence. So I don't, yeah, kind of weird. Oh well.
A special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me in.
Daybreeze, wife Princess, you team up with the Oval Scout to finish off the lemon-flavored chips. As night deepens, Seed and Trigger, who ambushed Orphe, return to the squad's camp. Just as you are about to leave, Orphe calls out to you.
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's about the captain.
Ooh.
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain for her bad attitude toward you during the mission. But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
Ooh.
I trust you, Orphe. Just like you trust Captain Magus. Come to think of it, you and Magus make quite the unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct? No, the captain is more than that. Can I trust you, Proxy?
Yeah.
You can trust me, just like how you trust Captain Magus.
I'm just a gunner, a soldier here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me, if Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But
So
if it weren't
she's
for
a
these
clone
cool
of
projects,
Magus?
Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant.
Enhanced cybernet. She's kind of like a mix, right?
That legendary soldier's military code name was Magus. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul, stored within the weapon. Even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life. Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphe, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust, they all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, tragic person. But you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphe. I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down. Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel Squad and you, the cool Proxy. Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations. As a Proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you, Proxy.
Wow. I really like that. This felt a lot more natural, right? I do think the trust in the Proxy was actually not terribly done. This might be one of the best chapters in a while. Huh, that was really good. I really like that. Hold on, give me a sec. Back, had to pee again. But yeah, that was nice. Quite like that. The brief signal disruption, the communication with HAD is reestablished.
Fairy, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Wise, finally! The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take them out in one strike.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Yishuan Sufu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Sufu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Wise needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Yishuan Sufu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. Come rescue him quickly. P.S. Stay low-key and avoid any clashes with the defense force.
Aren't you over-exaggerating a little?
Nah, that's exactly what
We're
happened.
talking about the safety of Waipei Peninsula here. So what if it's a little exaggerated?
She gets it.
All we can do now is pray that Rinquay Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now.
I'm about to fall asleep. That familiar chirping breaks your peaceful slumber again.
Huh?
Shifu's Qingming bird. Ooh. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Your vision suddenly dims, but strangely, you don't feel afraid. When you come to your senses, you're already being carried high up in the air by the bird's talons. Your body feels weightless like a feather drifting in the air one moment, then heavily like a stone sinking in a lake the next. By the time you come back to your senses, you've already arrived.
I think I just had a dream. Am I still dreaming? Or is this really Swabian Temple?
My disciple. Fufu told me poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. And that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Wise's sister! By the way, your dear sister is here too.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw. Shifu, it's time we step in and get an explanation, don't you think?
What do you mean by step in? Junior Wise just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't see any signs of cruel mistreatment.
Did Yishuan Sufu use a technique to bring me to Swabian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Yes, as
Come
usual.
on, Junior Wise. What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help? Don't worry, you can tell us. We're all here for you.
That's right. All your seniors are here.
You lay on the intel calculated by Fairy, along with all unaccompanied suspicions and speculation for everyone.
Cunning as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltists.
If the defense force can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will. When do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Wise get some proper rest first.
Ooh. Catch up with them. You know, actually, yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna end it here. Actually, I got some chores to do. But yeah, and after my maybe after my shift, we can come back. But honestly, I think this is a decent place to end off at. Thank you for everyone who came by. Yeah, just I'm a lot more interested now. This story has actually been very nice. I don't feel like it's dragged on. I feel like it's paced pretty well. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. All right. Good job, ZZZ. You didn't disappoint me this time. But anyway, this is gonna be it from me. Have a good day, good night, good afternoon. Take care. That's about it. See ya.